G'day everyone, welcome back to X3 Albion Prelude with the Star Wars mod. In our last episode we made a little bit of profit off of a trader escort mission. However, the trader crashed on arriving at the station, so we didn't really get paid. What has happened in between episodes is I've done a little bit of goblin cleanup, so I've sent my minions over to collect some dropped missiles, which is probably my only profit from this, along with a couple of Alpha 3 V-Wings. However, Goblins and X3, both neither being the smartest of AI in the game, or Goblins are pretty smart for X3, but they still do X3 things. My initial payday for this failed mission was 2 of the V-Wings. And whilst I was prepping for recording and sending all these guys out and not monitoring them, one of these drones decided it was a good idea to crash the second V-Wing straight into the side of my ship. Alas. Oh well. I think these go for a tidy bit of money. If I had 2, I was initially going to keep them, make a small, at least escort fleet for me. But since they haven't, things are kind of up in the air right now, and what I've decided. So first things first, I want to capture that V-Wing that has already landed. So let's get right up close.
Autopilot activated.
Here we go, autopilot. So, I actually managed to review the footage from the last episode. What happened to that trader, I saw it out of the corner of my screen, was when he was attacked by the pirates, what essentially happened was he cancelled his docking sequence and tried to run away. That is the part I saw. What I didn't see when I was flying by
Autopilot
was
off.
Once he had cancelled that, he tried to fly straight on. Which, unfortunately, break, I want to fix this, I want to get paid. Well, what essentially happened was he crashed into the station. Now, in X3, stations are not... excuse me. They're essentially not floating stations as you would expect. Well, closer than I thought. In X3, they're essentially
Ship
static
computer control transferred.
Nothing. So, as they're static emplacements, they can't move. And because of the way calculations are concerned with the weighting of things...
Battle group.
Let's go back a bit. The way damage is calculated is through a series of equations that deal with mass, ship size, and ship type, which is essentially the bigger and heavier you are, the less damage you receive overall. I believe there are multipliers in there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how it's done, but this is the general gist of it. And stations being the largest things in the game within reason. I think in this mod the Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, is the largest thing in the game. I want you to dock at... not $2,000, I want you to go to the shipyard.
Docking granted. Command accepted.
I wanted 2 of those, but oh well. It is because they're considered the largest thing in the game.
Cargo bay closed.
Docking. This is they're the biggest, so essentially they take really small amounts of damage from being hit, and they deal, in return, massive amounts of damage to whoever ran into them. Now, if you're a human that's not in Cedar, a slight bump, probably bump, because just when 2 objects collide, what actually happens is the smaller of the ship, I think, depending on initial weight calculations, size calculations,
Docking granted. Autopilot activated.
is, in the initial calculations, essentially gets pushed back on a vector directly opposite the initial length. However,
Wasp missile
the
installed.
faster ship usually can maintain quite a percentage of its momentum, depending on how these sizes line up. And what happened was, because stations are immobile, the AI gets pushed back on a direct vector. It doesn't change its course. Well, it does a little bit, but usually it's not enough to adjust and things. Like, if it's in Theta, you bounce back and it'll adjust a little bit and then recalculate. Some of the times the game doesn't have enough time or processing speed to recalculate a vector to go an exit vector, essentially, and it'll just bounce back and drive straight back into the ship and bounce back again, won't recalculate, bounce back again, dong, 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 and eventually the ship explodes. Or one or the other explodes. Usually it is the ship. And overall, that's not a good thing.
Chelt Space Aquarium. M Alpha.
And because that happened right at the end, I wasn't paid, essentially. But for my work at least, I've been paid in a ship. And quite a bit of freight. So I got quite a bit of missiles. I might keep these missiles.
You are talking.
Shift C, and I'll turn on essentially additional commands. So these things are basically automated things. Mars auto collect loot. Okay, maybe I might put that on at some point, but what I want at the moment is just
Mosquito missile. Weapon systems ready.
mosquito defense systems. Essentially, it's an automated function that'll take any mosquito missiles in the base game, or in this game they're called light defense missiles, and it will essentially target them at missiles automatically.
You are talking to the automated.
You want split? There is. What do you wish to take this job?
Abandoned ship in sector. Alright, I can do that. Not much. It's a good ship. I might be able to steal it. Ronka's cloud, so let's... That's south, at least. I think that is one south of Patriarch's Keep, so...
Jump device charging at 10%. 20.
So, there we go. Get down. Yeah, I've done my explanation, that's all. But the unfortunate thing that happened in the last episode is we lost one of our ships. We lost
Patriarch's Keep.
my Hawk. Oh, I know where we are now.
Jump
I
device
lost my
charging
Hawk
at
freighter,
10%.
so that'll stay around
20.
for approximately a day or so. I want to go check and see if it was actually destroyed, or it was
Entering
essentially...
system chose defeat.
or if it essentially bailed, which can happen. Because with the automated bailing script, it assumes every ship has a pilot. And even automated ships will bail if they suffer the correct amount of damage. It's a little wonky, and I'm not sure how to turn it off, in essence.
No aim.
No
Game
aim.
autopilot activated.
But with any luck, I will find out soon enough. It's all mine. But before I jump back here to my exploring and hopefully profiteering, I do want to go check, see if I can salvage my ship, essentially. I would have lost components, I would have lost equipment, but I'll still have the ship, and that's the main thing. One, it was my starting ship, and I like that ship. Two, I'd much rather keep it. It's
Entering system. Barcode autopilot
a significant
off.
profit exchange, so... I'm just going to quickly do this mission. And if this ship is any good, I could steal it, in essence. Though, I'm probably just going to give it back. Because most of the time, these ships aren't worth stealing. They're usually already damaged in some way. Unless you get lucky and it's a really rare ship. Alright, I thought that was just going to impact for a moment. So sometimes you can get lucky in these ship recovery missions, and it's a very rare ship that you've been gifted to return. I think in one of my earlier playthroughs I managed to get an Apollux from this. So an Apollux is the Yaki version of a split no, not split, a Oregon Paranid. There we go. Is the
Autopilot
Paranid version
activated.
of one of their Corvette sizes, but it's got some serious modifications. It can take almost any faction's weaponry, and it can mount and it has 2 fighter landing bays, essentially, so that's up to M3 class, which is nice, very nice, and I used it as my main ship for nearly the rest of my campaign, until I got at least a decently sized capital ship. But that's in the past, and that's also very rare. Usually, especially these low-ranked ones which are, whilst not hard, not easy, like, yeah, if it's not very hard, you usually don't get many ships, and the very hard ones are usually more trouble than they're worth anyway, because you'd have to get a jump drive, and, like, you either need to carry the ship back, you'll need to repair the ship, and
Entering
or you'll
system.
need to give it a
Run
jump drive.
autopilot off.
So essentially what has been given, decent, fast at least, so let's get out of here, and then jump here. Oi! Wonky joysticks. Fun things.
Autopilot activated.
But essentially, that will give it come back and forward. This one shouldn't be too hard, given that it only has to go 1, 2, 3 sectors, and it's an M5. I should be able to repair the M5 and just tell it to go back, and it should do that. Whilst
Autopilot
not
off.
fast, it's definitely seriously faster than any other way I can return it. Oop. No. Come on. Closer, closer, closer. So the trick is actually doing this in a hurry, which is really the hard thing here. There we go.
Ship computer control transferred.
No decent loot here. C14. Alright. Dock at... Where was it meant to dock again? Chult Squash Aquarium? Chult Aquarium M Alpha. 1. Dock at...
Docking granted. Command
Alright.
accepted.
He has a speed of, 250. He should be absolutely fine. Doing that, I'll just jump back in my
Battle
phantom.
group. Autopilot
No, E.
activated.
And I want to
Docking
dock again.
granted.
Alright, that
Autopilot
should
activated.
take care of itself at least. And I should get a message saying it can come back, so before I get back to exploring and hopefully re-earning a decent trading ship, I'm very happy I managed to capture that shuttle, essentially. So, using $2,000, so this thing, the T-class shuttle, so this thing is quite a huge ship. Where is it? Yeah, here you go. 1,000 units, 10,000 units, which is very, very good. See, but what I want for the moment is you to dock at... Was there a shield? Yeah, shield.
Docking granted. Command
You
accepted.
go there, because you are now my trading ship. Essentially, you're probably better than my 290, but still. Right. Work on Lyrie.
Jump
Southgate.
device charging at 10%. 20.
Right. Big expenditure on energy cells, but at least moving. Alrighty. Now, let's see.
Entering system. Enduring light.
This is going from the drone factory to...
Wasp missile installed.
Okay. Okay, what was he done? No. It's not telling me what he did. I can't see the messages either. So I'm going to have to go this one by ear. A meat transfer. He was last at the drone facility, I believe. Though that may have been what happened. I'm not seeing a drone facility on my list anymore. Rrr. Oh wait, I'm an enduring light. Here.
Jump device charging at
to be there.
10%. 20. 30.
Urgh, that's annoying. But at least I got some decent money to buy energy cells now, so that's that. And with any luck, I might find an Imperial TIE fighter or two just to take my anger out on. A little bit of vengeance. Though all's fair in love and war doesn't mean I have to like it.
Entering system.
Hey,
Omicron
speak of the
Lyri.
devil.
ATF.
TIE bomber. So, nice, big, and slow. Astronaut, weapons dealer. Proton torpedo, concussion missile.
Installed.
Just take it and kill him. Or not. You know what? I'm gonna steal your ship.
Target locked on.
Thank you, missile. I'm gonna steal your ship, take your guns, put them on my TIE Phantom, because that is my ship, and my ship is awesome.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader.
Alright.
ATF.
Advanced, at least. Alright, from the look of it, he does seem to be destroyed, but where's the drone factories over there? So, telling him to go south, he would have taken, in theory, a location like this. And since I can't see him in the field anymore, essentially, I am going to say that he is well and truly dead. Unless he was taking the long way, in which case, why?
No aim.
Bugger. Proton torpedo swarm, wasps, concussion missiles. So, you...
ATF.
Where is he? That way. So it seems to be 21 kilometers away? Long enough to be annoying. I might take a swing through the war territory, see if there's anything I can pick up, because I do want to arm my TIE Phantom at least. And sometimes shooting things are cathartic.
Cargo bay closed.
You go deal with them, drone.
Target is now in firing range. Argon. Troop transport.
Or not. I tried. Though, let's take a swing through this way, in case he was going the long way, because this AI is notoriously dumb. Or it is, at least until you upgrade it with things like Mars, Codia, and so on. Trading software. And then I'll have to figure out how to blacklist territories. Which I will have to research for. Alright, what is in here? Big ships, nothing free. Yeah, there ain't no such thing as a free lunch, but... yes.
Incoming message.
So at least I get paid for one thing this cycle.
Gate. Treasured. Autopilot activated.
This eye. Transporter. Though at the same time, there are actually, with the NPC bailing mod, there are actually NPC salvager mods, which I do also have one installed, and I'll go around picking up these drop ships. So if I see this ship still going around in the world, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Though being in the war sector, I doubt it's probably completely destroyed. Possible, but I wish. And through the portal. Come on, game. Let's load it a little bit. Whilst I have gained quite a bit of capital, I've also lost that main ship. I really don't want it. And mumbling to myself once again while my game loads. Something big must be happening in this sector, because usually, at least on my computer, my new one at least, it loads the game fairly simply, unless there's something big going on.
Entering system.
Like
Treasure
this.
autopilot off.
Or that. Let's... So,
ATF.
oh no.
Target locked on.
Oh, there. Thank God.
ATF.
So I want to stay well away from that Raider Corvette.
Target left firing range.
Because even if I could capture it, there'll be no way to capture it. Anybody drop a gun? No. Astronaut, but... Oop. It's on my backside. I think him.
Wasp missile.
No.
ATF.
TIE Defender.
You're going to get it now.
TIE Defender is really... not...
Target is now in firing range.
Scheiße.
Cargo bay now contains.
Okay, I'm assuming that's a missile of some sort. Capture that one.
ATF.
Or not.
Argon.
So... there's a lat up here, which might offset. So... I think he's one of the smaller ones. Yeah, smaller one. Large. Not very well defended. I'd rather not pick up anything that's... unless it's a ship I really want. I'd prefer to, at the very least, hold on to only pick up stuff I myself disable. Or I have lost. TIE Advance, TIE Interceptors, TIE Bomb. The Corvette. The Corvette's the big one. Alright. What are they swarming around? No. That
Argon.
one.
Military. ATF. Wasp
Wasp. Proton torpedoes.
installed.
Why do I get the feeling I don't particularly want to be here for my little petty revenge?
Banshee missile installed.
Ooh, big one.
Wasp missile
So, big boom.
installed.
And, yeah, probably don't want to be here specifically. Going to go back to the other end of... It would be nice if I could capture it. Might as well go give a hand now. Didn't see that guy on the other side of the asteroid. This may well just be my end. Especially with TIE. What are you? Bombers, not so bad. Shouldn't be too bad if they've already distributed their payload. 6k, 6k.
Poltergeist missile installed.
Poltergeist. Poltergeists
Installed.
I do actually like. They're fairly powerful for their weight, and they're usually available on all Imperial/Terran ships, and oh no, that's going to go through the... So this may be a bad idea. At least I think I can outrun this fellow. Oh. Too close, too close, too close. Asteroid. Okay. I'm not quite sure what's causing this lag, but I don't like it. Okay, come on. There we go. Or not. I think the best way, Raider Corvette, definitely front guns, side turret. Given the angle, possibly a rear. Not quite sure of up or down, but I think the side turrets have enough arc to hit the top and bottom, respectively. I may be wrong on that. I can't really remember, and I didn't check. Come on, what? Frozen, at least we get pretty visual. There we go.
Target is now in firing range.
Yeah. Smash. Alright. Just the bigger guns, please.
Kiss it, you ass-baiting class.
Nope. Deal with them. I gotta get out of this. I don't think anything good just happened. I lost my LiDAR. Alright. This isn't good. Come on,
Target left firing range.
Whew, okay. I think I might lose those drones. Okay. What is immediately behind me now?
ATF. Target is now in firing range.
I'll spread your ashes across the sectors.
Okay. At least one
Target
of them
left firing range.
can't
ATF.
use the drone. Yeah, I lost a couple of the drones going for the Corvette. Wasn't a good thing, but it did get the Corvette off of me.
ATF.
On behalf of our President and Senator, the Argon Federation thank you for your help with this invader.
Yeah, it got the Raider Corvette off of me, at least, and he's now tracing one of the drones. Alright, going, where is my... He's coming down. The Raider is down there. Alright. I've gotten myself into trouble.
Argon.
Trouble, at least, has left.
Argon.
I don't think he's coming to help.
ATF.
But he is coming to me. So, a good hero knows when to run. And hopefully not be smacked by a bigger ship. Excuse me. Okay. I need... Go this way. Okay, there we go. Around. You still looking at me? Yep. Say hello to my very, very big friend. Come on. Because I don't want this to be stuck on this bit of music at any rate, because I may get a copyright citation on Ah. There we go. Okay. Okay, recentered. Because once that raid is gone, I can deal with the TIE fighter escort fairly easily. Or, if not easily, at least straightforward. Ah, come on. And there goes my LiDAR again. There we go. This is what happens when I have bigger friends. Okay, come on. Down, around. Because as I said, I can deal with the fighters fairly easily. I want to get rid of this Corvette.
Wasp missile.
I need to sledge the missiles.
Target is now in firing range.
I want to wait.
Target left firing range. Installed. ATF.
Come on, guns. Do your thing. And I'm stuck once again.
Command accepted.
Warzone, I'm not taking any prisoners.
Installed.
No. Nothing.
ATF.
Come around.
Installed.
Oh.
Mosquito missile not installed.
Yes.
Weapon systems not available.
I know.
Target is now in
It's accidental.
fire.
Case it, you ash-baiting class.
Alright, take off the bigger targets first. Come on, gunners, do your thing. At least this stops.
ATF.
I'm looking for captures.
Installed.
If that raider call that captures, I'm like,
range.
yoink. But I doubt that'll happen at all. Alright.
Eat space.
And
Installed.
you. Couple of things, but they're not doing significant amounts of damage. It should be fine.
Target is now in fire.
You're going to get it now.
Drop him, drop him. I can get some salvage out of this.
Case it, you ash-baiting class.
This guy
Eat
again.
space.
I'm gonna get out of his general line of bearing because he's sitting being targeted by the big boy. Hit one of them is not friendly. Alright. I want you.
Removed.
Go, my minion.
Case it, you ash...
Incoming message. Target is now in firing range. Target left firing range.
No, gone.
Poltergeist missile.
So these two are the only ones left.
ATF.
Freight. I've lost. Yeah, I lost 2 fighter drones. He's a shipyard. He's doing the same. Alright, yeah, I lost 2 fighter drones to the Corvette in my escape attempt. And that's it.
Poltergeist missile.
What's on the scanners? feelings. Ah, nothing. Y22 2400.
Poltergeist missile. Poltergeist missile. Poltergeist
Send you guys
missile.
off. Get it?
Command rejected.
Okay. They're doing their thing. And you know what? I will call that an end to the episode. At least this one was fairly exciting. And anyways, if you enjoy my genuinely unscripted ranting, please leave a like and subscribe. If you don't, why are you here in the first place? This is episode 16, 17. But oh well. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as I said, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, everyone.